session was based on learning hubs, creating learning hubs. I represented the city, of course, and I was with a think tank, Young Thinking, and with a colleague from Germany, discussing this subject from different angles. Yeah.
Subject of student housing.
Subject of student housing and creating this student environment, not only student housing, but the collaboration between university and city and other institutions. Yeah, well, the main difference I think is our local experiences, because in a little city like Aalborg, it's very different than in large cities and in large universities around the globe. So I think I just listened to someone discussing student life, very particular, and it's not a subject that we use as such, welfare of students as such. So it's very interesting to hear the differences, local differences. I think that the main thing I see here today is the integration between university is not just a university, it's a city, it's companies, it's housing and so on, and that's a common theme because we're competing, not only with ourselves but with other smaller cities or larger cities. So we all have to create a community that engages the students. Yeah, I think we are realizing that it's a business, and that the municipalities, cities need to look at it as an investment in their own future. I think that it has been separated through the years. The academics was a world in itself, and now we're grabbing the opportunity to invest and to think at it as a whole. So the investment part, I think, is the main difference. In terms of student housing in Denmark, we're still having a bit of trouble because the international students come to Denmark not knowing what to expect. And for example, in Denmark, the rooms are never furnished. So they come and have to spend a lot of money on the deposit and a lot of money on furnishers. And this makes it a weird experience for them. So we still have a gap to fill. And we're working on informing the students what to expect, because if they know, then they don't get disappointed, and to create other housing opportunities to more invite them in. So that's our main issue in Denmark, and that's because of the housing sector as a general. It's different than in other European countries. No, it's a good idea because we exchange ideas, and a lot of good ideas has come forth in these just couple of hours we've been going, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of inspiration back home. And I think the cooperation between European countries is it's fundamental for the European countries to develop. I know we're different, but we're still a small continent. So I think it's a good thing to have these kinds of gatherings.